testing the way how this looks on this camera. Hello, hello. Please, anything, please say something. But leave your input in the chat. Yeah. So I'm gonna just go. Um, Hopefully everybody can hear me. Once again, I'm going to be discussing the urgency of the mental health crisis going on in the country right now, and the stigmatism and the mistreatment of those trying to overcome these obstacles that are very difficult. Sometimes, unfortunately, some people succumb to those challenges in a negative manner. And they self harm or they harm others. And they feel that's the only way out. And it's sad. We gotta, as a people, as a species, we gotta, everybody gotta do better. We gotta, everybody gotta, everybody wants to hold everybody else accountable, but at the same token, they hardly want to hold themselves accountable. You can't be the pot calling the kettle black doing the same thing. Like, if you were going to criticize or give input in regards to what somebody else is going on in their life, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, because you should be minding your own business. If you are, at least have some, I guess, go through the same situation or whatever, or provide whatever insight that you learned from there into their circumstance. If you made the mistakes that they possibly may make in the future, which could not benefit anybody. As much as everybody want to be out for self, we all affect each other in one way or another, in one way, shape, or form. That's the whole duality of everything. What you think is completely autonomous is not as autonomous as it seems. So gotta. I'm still nervous. I'm still a little jittery doing this. I'm trying to still get acclimated, be able to speak, even though from what it say, nobody's watching. But I'm sure somebody watching something. Yeah. When it comes to men and their mental health, when it comes to their relationships, we gotta start taking these things more seriously. Whether it's family members, whether it's close personal friends, whether it's coworkers, everybody gotta start really being accountable for everybody's mental health in a lot of ways. And I'm gonna say this is why I'm gonna say this, because nobody don't want to be held accountable until a tragedy happens. Then it's over. Everybody gonna want to point the finger, like, nah, we should have addressed this before it got to a point that it got to. So that way we don't have another death. You don't have another statistic. Another mark on the wall to say, oh, we got somebody who don't know how to control themselves when they dealing with challenges, and then being stigmatized with those challenges possibly based off of the color of their skin. I'm just saying for what it is. Like, it's excuse me. It's just crazy because there's so much that I can share in terms of my own personal experiences when it comes to like mental health issues and trying to raise awareness as far as from a male aspect, from a men's aspect, because don't nobody want to listen to us because we supposed to have everything together. Like eventually, even if you build the biggest tower, the biggest building in the world, or whatever the case may be, and you don't have the foundation for it, it's gonna fall. So you got even as much as you want to keep growing, excuse me, and building, you got to make sure you still have that foundation. Otherwise, it'll pretty much be in vain. In a lot of ways, I guess you could say a waste of time. And for what? You gotta do your best to make sure you have as much as you can together to make sure you don't collapse in on yourself. I mean, people gotta. It's scary. It's scary. If you talk, sometimes go getting in front of a camera if you dealing with your own mental health obstacles and challenges. Yeah, I deal with anxiety. I got PTSD. I deal with depression. What I do my best to try and move forward, even when a lot of times I don't want to. For me, for me, this ain't really all about me. So that's why I'm like, wait, let me not go off too much. But for me, it's like what keeps me going is the fact that I have dreams. I feel like I've always felt like I had a purpose. Didn't necessarily know what it was. Maybe this is it. Legitimately, this is it. To try and connect with other people, not just men, but other people and other survivors of abuse. To fight smart and not impulsively. Because of course, if acting on impulse is only going to give us instant gratification, but is instant gratification really going to be beneficial in the long run? No. Is acting on impulse and receiving instant gratification from doing something that's very detrimental in the end is just as bad as it's self sabotage. All in all, all in all. So I'm thinking of ways, and I'm trying to come up with ways to connect with people so they feel some type of way too, because it's hard to deal in this world and try to really heal, especially my generation. If we had a lot, if you had fucked up parents and you 20, 30 years old and you trying to get your life together, dealing with your past traumas, whether it be from childhood, adolescence, or even as an adult, you gotta do the best thing for you and make sure you got the clearest conscience that you can have at the end of the day, because you got enough stress that you deal with. Why you want to add more onto the plate? What good is that honestly going to do you by adding more stress to the stress that you got in your life? It don't make no sense. My head look crazy. What's that Bowser dude? The baby Bowser, the one with the blue hair. If anybody who play video games, whatever, I try to do my best to make sure that if I could put a smile on somebody's face, then I feel alright. Because then if I make them smile, then I could smile. They say smiling is contagious. We got like some Wolverine type vibes going on over here, maybe. If I had me some gel or something. It's just, yeah, maybe, yeah. That's pretty close. That's pretty close, yeah, that's pretty close. I look like I got like two combs coming out the side. About all right. Yeah, I don't went off on a wild tangent. Sorry. But you gotta sometimes you gotta laugh. You gotta do your best to laugh and make the best of the worst. And that's easier said than done. Trust me. But there's always something that you want to do, something that's gonna keep you going. If you got children, regardless of the circumstance or the situation, if you know you love your children and you know you gotta, if you messed up and you know you gotta make things right, then you know you gotta do what you gotta do. But hi, if if not, if you got the shit end of the stick, then you need to, you still don't give up on that because if the kid got manipulated from being taken out of your life, don't take your pain out on that kid by doing something to yourself that could put you in jeopardy, that could put you in jail, that could put you in in the hospital or in the ground for what? The same way how these foul folks do stuff to manipulate and cause people to react in certain ways and then play the victim, like you kind of gotta think like them, as foul as it is to say, because you gotta know how to maneuver and you gotta know how to be around people who like to manipulate crowds around you. And to be, you gotta know how to move when a perceived friendly environment is actually very hostile and toxic, and to not give in to whatever preconceived notion or judgment that they may have about you just because of a way how you may walk or a way how you may look or in some ways the way how you may speak. There's many different ways to profile somebody, and profiling is not necessarily always racial. That's the one thing that is obviously affiliated with everything going on in the world today. But it's not always racial profiling. You have a like emotional profiling. You have physical profiling. I guess where you want to sort of catcalling or aggressive flirting. Emotional profiling is preying on people that you that might appear or seem in less beneficial or less dire circumstance or less uh, beneficial circumstances for them. Like if okay, the best way maybe I'm not saying it right, but just the best example I can give is if somebody who is displaced on the street and then there's somebody who comes along and wants to offer them help, but at the same token, while they offer them help, they want the praise. Like if you want to help the person, just help the person. Like don't be clout chasing because for what? That's just being fake. Everybody they want to talk about everybody being themselves until you be yourself, and then it makes somebody else uncomfortable. Then you can't be you no more. Okay? Like how? If I'm coming to a new environment, and this new environment, everyone is always smiley, happy, and giddy or whatever, and just oddly bubbly because it's not even like they're legitimately cheerful. It's just it's fake, and I'm not necessarily the same way, but I'm not you know, grumbling, or this person, as far as the examples go, is not the same way as being grumbling and just making a whole big scene and just making I'm mad at you, like when you when you've dealt throughout your life with trusting people, from your family to your friends to your teachers to to pretty much damn near anybody, the people that you were supposed to trust and taught you and who pretty much told you that you can trust them because they're grown ups, they're adult figures, they're authority figures, and they'll protect you, as a child or whatever the case may be, as an adolescent, as a law abiding adult citizen. And then, yo, thank you. Sorry. Um, as a law abiding citizen, to not, I lost my thought. Damn. As a law abiding citizen, to come to these people or these resources when you're in times of distress and need, and then they either give you a runaround and say that they can't help you, or they turn around and try and sabotage you and say that you're the problem. They'll gaslight you, and it's like, wait a minute, whoa, like you say do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. I do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Now there's discipline, repercussions, and punishment. Wait, whoa, hold up. You load, not me personally, but in the sense of what I'm saying, like you load me into a false sense of security to be able to trust you, and then when I trust you, you turn around and flip it on me. Then, if you deal with this, if you dealt with this, because I mean, some of this is what I'm talking is personal, some of it's not. It's general. I'm not getting into what's what, but I'm just saying if you can relate to it, that's the point. If damn it, I don't know, it's my thought again. But the point is, the point that I'm trying to make is that if you trust in these people to help you, when in all actuality, with anyone being able to do whatever they want, having their own free will, regardless, sometimes having your own free will and acting on impulse can put you in dire, extreme consequences that you don't want to be in. You don't want to be in those things, and for what? So because you're angry, okay, fine. People that were angry every day. Everybody want to talk about emotional disturbed and this, that, and the third. Man, let me tell you something. Emotions are disturbed every day. Disturbed is often connotated with being negative, and understandably so. But if you are, let's say you wake up and you're not in the best mood. Okay, your stomach hurt. You got a sore throat. You got to go in extra early, and weather all messy and whatnot. And then something happens, or let's say you get you some soup, or you take you some medicine, you feel better. You're not as agitated, as bothered, as you were before. Your emotions were disturbed in a positive manner. Your emotions change, because all that's what it is. Is a disturbance is just another word for change. And emotions change every day. The same way people's feelings, which is emotions, which is another term for emotions, change every day. So I need to drink some water. Excuse me. It's been like almost 4 days. I've been eating. I've been eating. I just haven't had as much water as I need to. So I'm gonna go get some. I will talk to you again soon. Please leave your info not your info. What the hell? Excuse me. Please leave your thoughts, feedback, whatever in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know how I go. But at the same token, I want everybody to stay strong. I want everybody to understand that even though times are hard right now, whatever that you're dealing with, somebody out there cares. You know, if you know, I'm blanketing. It's a blanket statement when I'm saying somebody cares, but I want to make it known that I care. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but I care. I don't want you to be hurting yourself, man. Hopefully, if you are watching this video, we can talk and chat it up someday and smile and go have go get something to drink or something to eat, something to be like laugh these difficult times and be like we'll beat it. And so there's somebody else down here. You could go, you could beat it too. You just got to make sure we got that strong enough support system. I'm laying my first brick of the foundation. Hopefully other people will join in, and then it could actually turn into something beautiful, and then that way people's quality of life and just overall peace of mind could be better, and then we could overall communicate better as a people and as a and as a species, because that's what a lot of this is lacking. Everybody talk about what the world is love, sweet love, whatever. We need to communicate. Fuck love. 50 said it best. Love will get you killed. Honest. As beautiful as love is extremely dangerous at the same time. So with that being said, I'm gonna go get me something to drink, like some water. I ain't talking about no alcohol. And I'll see y'all later. Enjoy y'all weekend and stay strong. 143.